Hey, kia ora, haere mai, greetings and welcome. How's everyone doing today? Hey, Camille, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Diamond, good to see you. Relook at Guru's streaming office. Yes, not too far. Maybe I should show it. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, man, I hope you're doing well. And hello, everyone. I am late to the party as ever with the whole looking at the PTR stream. Or PTR in Curveballs in PTR. Get your words right there. Kathina, how you doing, bro? Assume by better you mean you can take the game away, take away the carrot entirely and just have the stick because we like stick. Well, yes, or you can have it the other way around. So I'm a big fan of Curveballs generally, in principle, in that it's a way that you can change up the game. And if you don't want to have them in the game, you can turn them off. So, you know, I will never ever say that Curveballs was not great. I mean, I've had them turn up when I don't want them. I've had them turn up when I've really needed them. Hey, Nasty Nate, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. But one of the things that I thought would really make Curveballs great, and I was kind of expecting it to come out when Curveballs came out originally, but it has come out in Update 36, is the ability to... let's just make sure that these are on. Turn on Curveballs, 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 is to customize it, because when I heard that you know, we might get some good stuff. So one of the first Curveballs I got was the Finer Things in Life, which I think is a luxury bonus. Where is it? Where is my Curveballs? I'm in the beta. Curveball settings, PTR. Right. Gameplay. Do I have to start a new community? Maybe that's what I have to do. No, I was in here yesterday checking it, and I could definitely turn it on. What the heck? Am I blind? Find 3 rucksacks. Yeah, for the... Yeah, exactly. So they definitely could be better refined in terms of giving you different ones. I'm not seeing it. This is the weirdest thing. Dude. Curveballs, Curveballs, Curveballs. They were there yesterday. In this community. This is very, very strange. Okay, I'm going to exit to the main menu, and we'll have a look in the settings there. Curveballs of glitches and bugs, exactly. Yeah. So you know, they could be refined even better. But one of the things which I really liked about it was, okay, I'm not seeing Curveballs here as an option. Maybe if we start a new community. Just start a new community. Lethal. Accept. Where do we want to go? Provi, Cascade. Amiga, Drucker. I haven't been Cascade in a while. Let's do Cascade. Hey Foxtree, how you doing? Good to see ya. Right, so this is supposed to be the Curveball stream, but I'm not seeing very many Curveballs here. Let's just bring up some randos. It'll do. Yes, but one of the things that I wanted to, when I heard about Curveballs coming out, was because I was looking for additional challenge in the game, I wanted to be able to switch them all onto being just negative Curveballs, like just Banes, called Boons and Banes before we heard them as Curveballs. And I said, I just wanted Banes. That's all I want, Banes. Hard. This Curveball update will allow us to do that. Okay, I'm going to skip this, Camille. Sorry, bro. But we need to find this, sort out this Curveball.
Well, that place may not be a waste of time.
Settings issue. Gameplay. So usually it's here as an option that you can turn on, turn off. Do we need to get a couple days into the game? That would be a pain. Shall we start? I'm gonna do a restart, folks. I'm gonna do a restart. That's all right. The screen will go black for a minute, but we are still here. We're gonna try this again. Because that was very odd. I checked them yesterday and I actually went into the menu. I went into the menu and went through and said, oh, okay, I see how it works. You can tune that up, turn that down. All prepared for today. And when I load up, assuming it's going to be there, there was no curveballs. So, yeah. Kathina says, to be fair, I don't find the curveballs hard. Even the negative ones, they're more annoying than hard. Well, it depends, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, so there are some curveballs which I kind of just avoid competing against because they're just a bit too violent. All right, I don't know what's happening here. The curveball has disappeared from my beta. That's ridiculous. All right, so okay, we'll go back to my original. Hey Lisa, hey Bad Wolf, how you doing? What has happened? Is overnight there been some sort of error and the curveballs have been removed from the PTR? Is the option to turn them on or off in the same menu as you adjust what kind and often they appear? No, Kathina, they're not. So normally you would get to, under gameplay, you have the option to turn on the curveballs, but it's not here. And then when the curveballs are open, you press J, normally, to open the curveball menu. And then what happens is you get to open, you press S, and then you get to open the customization menu, but it's just not here. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to we'll start and hope that it turns up. Maybe something's got a trigger. Maybe something's got a trigger. I don't know. I'm getting triggered at the moment though. Right, so how are we doing with this? 23, 28 play cards destroyed. Oh, okay, so we're doing all right. Got a couple of awake ones. Wait for the first one to appear. Yeah, well, that's what I'm counting on right now, Kathina, because honestly, I was in here yesterday just to make sure that that, you know, I knew where to find the menus and I knew how to adjust them and all of that sort of thing, and it was really simple and straightforward. And just now this morning they are not here, which is very bizarre. Very bizarre indeed. So we're going to go beat up a play card with Tay, who is my pharmacologist who's got sharpshooting. Alright, so what do we got? Let's take some more fire. I'm going a fair distance, so let's see, what did I just do? Ah, sort. Yeah, they seem to have fixed the what do you call them, hotkey issue that I used to have, where I had a conflict and I couldn't get that sorted. That ain't happening. All right, so first things first. Do some primary care. Oh, we got primary care for a little bit. Let's grab some of that, some of that. Take that. Take a heavy weapon. So yeah, we are hoping that it triggers and then becomes available, because if not, I don't know what else to do. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. Ah. Not my fault though, guys. Not my fault. Okay, we got the Viking. We've got one of those in there. We'll Grab a gas can. Don't think we've got too many of those left. Right. And let's head on down to... Is it Big Daddy Auto? Yeah, Big Daddy Auto. You know where that is. And off we go. Tell you what. Oh no, there was a guy standing at our base, but he got bored of waiting for us. So he left. No worries. It is my fault. How's it my fault? Daryl, how's it my fault? I was in here yesterday, I looked at the curveball menus, I went through them, I went, oh yeah, that looks really, really interesting. Tell you what, if someone is in chat wants to help me out and they're on PTR, maybe go into PTR and look and see whether you can see the curveball options. Because if you can't see the curveball options in the PTR when you normally should, then we know State of Decay 2 has got an issue, and I can let the developers know. Yeah, totally, Kathina. Box Girl likes a challenging game, that is for sure. It was Fox Girl who put me on. Oh, one of the people who put me on to the Hellfire mod. Wow, load of Central. And that's what I'm using for my Super Lethal Zone series. Right, so we're going to take on Big Daddy Auto. That be it there. Let's go. Lights on.
Fuck, my eyes are burning. That won't work. That ain't happening.
Great start. Whoop. There are a few of them there.
Oh, hell yeah!
Another bite. All right.
Fire in the hole! Hell yeah, that shit worked great!
Woo. That's real close.
Time for a new car.
Absolutely no glitches. Oh, wow.
I used to worry about dying, but something changed.
Ow.
I've seen the beauty of the human spirit. Strangers risking their lives for each other. I don't worry about dying. But I guess I would miss living with all of you.
Oh, well. Excitement.
Gonna pull us all through this
Yeah.
It's the network.
Better stay away from the plague zombies. I'm not feeling too good.
Yeah, how many did I bring? Just the one plague cure.
I can't keep swinging this thing.
Whoa.
I gotta catch my breath.
Another one.
Whoa, bloater!
Very strange. We are a long way from any outpost, that's for sure. But we can get one. All right. Now there is a toolkit in the back of the car. But we'll just get Tay out of here because you're not up to this. Yeah, I haven't done the insane mod yet there, Foxtree. At some point we will. At some point I will. Just heads up, where they spawn murder ferals more often. Right, yeah. PTR, the spawns are cranked up in the PTR. More so than the normal game. So, you know, you're just playing normal lethal zone in the PTR is a bit of a step up. Oh, here we go. Running, running, running. Hey, Cup, how you doing, brother? When people see Chemist, I see Dave. Yep, still attached to your characters. We've all been there, bro. The first time we lose our first favorite character, it's like that scene from Karate Kid with Mr. Miyagi kind of lighting a candle to his to his dead wife, you know. We never forget. All right. It's a bit of a stink outpost, but it'll do. Running, running, running. Hey, Philip, how you doing?
Locked up tight. Something's making noise.
Nope, not interested. We don't have enough influence. How do we not have enough influence? You haven't lost anyone on your forever community in 370 days? Man, that's impressive. Oh, that only gives us 6 influence. Alright, these guys actually have a mission.
Yo.
I'm hoping to make a trade. Interested?
Yup.
Right. 600 infection resistance?
I'm hoping to make a trade. Interested?
Works for me.
Hello there.
It's insane. Pipes? Need some lumber and pipes for a construction. Or it says pipes or lumber?
Man, I'm about to get all productive up in here.
All productive up in here.
Let's get started.
All right. Okay. So this is a pretty pants situation. We don't have enough influence to pop up even just a small little outpost. We haven't seen anything about curveballs, have we? Blood plague survived. I know what you mean, Kathina. The first time I got a Unbreakable Survivor. I lost it in the next episode. At my base. Outside my base. This was back in the day where the Screamer spit was really, really deadly. Alright.
Almost empty on that.
Just need to get back to the vehicle now and repair it. Hey, ACAP. Now,
As long as this
you
is
might be able to help me
territory,
out here, brother.
This place ain't never gonna feel safe.
I've jumped into the PTR today. I was in here yesterday and I could turn the curveballs on and off. And now I just don't have any curveballs. Is anyone experiencing this right now? Where your PTR version, if you log in, you can't access any of the curveball missions, or they just don't seem to be there. Let me know. Go back to the screen. Yeah, right. So, settings. It's like it doesn't exist. Day 6 it will kick in. But I was different menu. I was in here yesterday. I literally in here yesterday. Might be an advanced video or audio. Hasn't got too many places to hide, you know? And I was in here yesterday. And if I bring up my base, curveballs. Warning, key not bound. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Here we go. Key not bound. All right. What is going on? Controls. Remap controls. It's like a weapon. Under UI maybe. Screen, curveball screen. So it used to be J. Alright, so if I go J, curveball settings. Hang on, we might be onto it. We might be onto it. Maybe some sort of fix kind of broke it. Center legacy pull, hold. Exile, community, map, inventory, UI. So these were the buttons that it used to be. Boom, we're in. We're in. There we go. But that was very strange. It was not in the main menu. But it can. These keys were active yesterday. So I think maybe a recent hotkey fix has you know, reset my keys or done something. Who knows? Who knows? But here we are. We're in the curveball settings. Great. I rely on my hotkeys way too much. So we can change the frequency. We can change the balance. We can change the impact of both the positive and negative effects within those individual curveballs. So, let's get the ball rolling. We'll go continual. We'll go negative only. And I will leave the negative effects as default for now, because what I really want to provoke from this is a black plague heart. Save changes. Oops. Oh no. Get some unwanted attention. Now, if I go back into my settings, gameplay. Right. So it's still, okay, so it's not in the settings menu, but you can get to it from, it's not in your settings menu, you can get to it from your curveball medic. That's good to know. Quickly now.
I don't want to stick around here for very long.
All right. Yeehaw, we are in business. Ah, thank goodness for that. Okay, forget everything that I was saying before about there being no curveballs. But it was just odd that it wasn't in the menu. And it definitely was in the menu yesterday because that's how I accessed it. So, and I definitely had was using my curveball hotkeys, you know, key mapping. So I used J to jump into it and S to jump into the settings, which I think were the default. So, oh well, go figure. Let's just grab, oh, we can't grab an outpost, can we? Because we don't have enough influence.
Better be careful. Any more exposure won't end well.
That's okay. All right, so we've put it on continuous. Let's see how quickly one spins up, and then how quickly one's how often the curveballs come after that. If we don't get anything for about 5 minutes, we might try a new community. Woo! And just in case, you know, that's yeah, just in case it's got problems with existing community. I wouldn't have thought so. We'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute. Hey Brian, how you doing? Good to see you, man.
We're pinned down by a shit ton of zombies. Somebody help!
Alright, well...
Yo, what up, people?
Why can't I crave foods we actually have? Stupid brain.
We'll keep using Tay for now. Do all hearts awake, constant negative... Do an all hearts awake, constant negative impact curveball playthrough. Well, maybe. It's all good, Brian. All right, where are these survivors? Ah, they're in the gun shop. That I wanted to create a I wanted to create an outpost at. Which means if I go back down there... Whoops, repair Viking. There we go. And take them out. Hopefully that'll give me enough influence for an outpost. I can always tear down one of my other ones and put it up. Put up a new one. They don't trigger, go into... yep, and reset the map. Yes, we could do that. Or we could just move maps. Although we're nearly done on this community. Alright. That was pretty strange. That whole initial thing. I wasn't expecting that, but we did find our way through. Like I said, late to the party and a bit slow of brain. So yes, I guess if you're logging into your PTR as of May the 4th or 3rd in the northern hemisphere or the other side of the world.
We got deadheads inside!
Get the fuck off me!
Damn, that seems bad and getting worse.
Then you might want to check your hotkey settings.
That one needs another hit. Okay, running on empty.
Here we go. That should give us 373. That should be enough.
Looks like we fucked up there.
I'm so sorry.
Come on, this is an outpost. Who doesn't love an ammo outpost, right? Where are we missing?
Not a zombie inside.
Here we go.
Hey, Base. I just finished a new outpost. And I gotta tell you, it's looking good.
You know, come to think of it, I can see how we might improve this place even more.
All right, let's search these bodies up.
I'm already full up.
Still waiting for our first continuous curveball. All right, see you later, Fox Girl. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it.
I can't carry that much.
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. All right. That's all the loot, such as it was. Nothing amazing in there. Right. Right. Still waiting on this curveball. We go down and give that another smash. Yeah, let's do it. I think I'll use the shovel. Oh, we got a brick hammer. Let's use the brick hammer.
Almost empty on that.
Okay, that should be good enough for what we need to do. Where do we park? Oh, it blends in, doesn't it? I'd like to see a curveball where one of your community starts a cult of the zombie and goes full evil, making it easier for sieges. Also known as the Bad Wolf Rose Protocol. Hey, Tactical Vodka, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We have finally kicked off the curveball menus. We've set it to continuous and entirely negative, but we haven't seen anything pop up yet, so we might take A-Cup's advice if we don't get anything happening in the next, 5 minutes or so, and maybe reset the map or move. Yeah, or move maps. Probably just reset the map and see if that starts it up. I don't know what you're talking about. Daryl's always on the zombie side. Alright, try this again. Uh-huh.
Fuck, my eyes are burning.
Fuck yeah, it's hurting! Don't let up! Fire in the hole! Hell yeah, that shit worked great! Take the headshot!
Ow! Oh, they're taking no prisoners. Another one. What is up with that? Dang, I didn't want to use my stim for keeping myself alive. There he is. Oh, come on.
I feel like shit. This isn't good. Almost empty on that.
Holy crap.
Running low on that.
Holy crap.
Whoa, bloater!
Oh, we're maxed out in cardio.
Way too loud. Almost empty on that.
I didn't know we had faced it twice. Wow, there are a lot of zombies. A lot of everything.
That cloud looks nasty.
Sharpshooting. I'm trying to set the zombies on fire, but my face keeps getting in the way. Alright, well...
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up.
Killed the plague heart. The only negative Curveball I really don't like is when you headshot a zombie and they still keep running. Ah, the headless ones. Yeah, so... the curveballs that I like are the ones which influence zombie and freak behavior, so the heightened senses, that sort of thing. The ones I like the least are the ones where you need to take on... you're forced to take on a plague heart or fueling the plague, that sort of thing. Because when I've run those curveballs before, I've had to take out 3 or 4 plague hearts before I managed to get the right one, which unlock the plague, you know? And to be honest, I think these days there is a they can put a they've put a community member on the map. Like, not a community member, an enclave on the map of one person who will tell you which plague heart it is. Gargantua, you see? Gargantua's great. There we go. We've got a curveball. Sweet. Alright, so they have triggered, which is lucky. Because I was just about to go back to base. If we'd got back to base and there wasn't a curveball, I was restarting the map. Alright, so we've got Gargantua. Honestly, I'm going to swap this guy out anyway. I haven't been too impressed. I'm blaming the poor pixels for my bad play. That's right, folks. That's what I'm doing.
So listen, I used to work for this dude who could get pharmaceuticals without a prescription.
Yeah, that's called drug dealing.
Not street drugs, like painkillers and sleep aids. Stuff we could use. What do you think?
I wish I had an answer for you.
Okay. You can have a middle bat. We have a lot of people in this community. Sorted by value type. That's what we want. I keep pressing C. I've gotten used to using the default keys instead of my own hotkeys. Vodka. You may have to recruit a survivor with the personal traits. Love to play baseball to help with your fire throws. No, there is no helping my throwing. It is just terrible. Yeah, I'm waiting on a black heart as well, man. Brian says, Brian Menard had to start a new community to get the curveballs going. Okay, well, we've been all right. Here's one right here. Yeah, the ones which wake up play carts are just obnoxious if you're trying to keep them asleep. Yeah. Yeah, there might be some more customizations coming. So it could be like if they can define, like if we go into the curveballs, you know, zombies mutation, zombies are easy to kill. If they can kind of define these as being zombies / freak mutations, then in here possibly you could get another slide which is frequency, balance, and then balance you could split out with for zombies and freaks. I want this for because you might want your zombies to be tougher, but you don't want the base ones, you know, the things which impact on your base, like steal your fuel and that sort of thing, or the raiders, that sort of thing. So there is scope for this to be a bit more flexible still, but it's a great start, just being able to choose. And one thing I do like about it is even the balance, like how we've got here is positive and negative effects, is okay. So because it's negative only, you can only adjust that setting in order to use the positive effects, right? Because what I thought it might be is sometimes you'll get juggernauts have a better sense of smells, but they might have worse eyesight, and so I thought it might give you the ability to be able to say, okay, I want the positive effects, say, is their bad eyesight to be really, really bad, and their sense of smell to be only a little bit better. That kind of balance. But it looks as though it's just the intensity of whether the curveball is classed, whether it's positive or negative. So therefore, well, we have a lot of unbound keys, but so what this means is when you're balancing this means any positive curveballs you get are either default strong or very strong, or the negative effects are strong or very strong. So yeah, as opposed to the effects within a single curveball, because some curveballs come with positive and negative effects.
I'm pretty sure that's a freak over there.
Right, let's give this guy a gun. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, and let's grab someone. Michelle. Self-destructive. Drinks cold medicine plus 50 infection resistance, so that's pretty good. Oh yeah, let's give him backpacking.
Things would be a lot nicer if we had running water in here.
We do have running water in here. It's chemist, not Dave, yes. Hey, my leader is Crichton, a hairdresser. Chemist. Okay, let's grab someone. Scarlet, cool name. Homebrewer, big family, munitions. Yeah, we'll take Mike. He looks cool. Okay, so we'll just keep playing normally, and we'll see how these curveballs stack up. We've had Gargantua drop. Right, so what are we going to do? Wow, that plague heart had sent... Holy heck. Infestations all the way to here. That's a That's a long way to go. All right. Okay, so somewhere over here is a play cart. There's a play cart. Friendly Foodie's a project, finding construction materials. Well, let's just cruise. We don't need a rush. We're in no rush here. Let's see. Have we got... We do have an X3. And we've got a Mac 10. We'll take that and that. We'll take a couple of those because we've got a couple. We'll take some fire, some crossbow bolts. Should be alright with that. We're doing some looting. Rose says, maybe I'll add it back into my game. Trying to get back into streaming videos again. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Get into it. You know, with the curveballs, I think...
I better not let that feral charge me.
You know, I've been using them because
We'd like to make an offer. Want to meet up?
Who's that? Oh, well, I guess we're heading that way, aren't we? But we need more gas. Do we have gas? Wow, maybe we should take our van. Yeah, I'd say, you know, by all means, play about with them.
You want to try
Curveballs may or may not be your thing, but, you know, at the same time, you know, I'll have communities where I play the, where I play with curveballs. Hang on, it's got plenty of gas. And I'll play communities where oh wow, it's quite beaten up. Where I won't. And that's totally fine. So many of you guys busy playing Monopoly to get over the loss of your leader in the All Hearts challenge.
Hey guys, I found a few things while I was out.
Illumed yet haughty. Yo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Pneumatology. Did I just make up a word? I'm good like that. I get my words mixed up all the time. If not, and you came up with that, that's a great word. Alright, so we'll do a little bit of looting. We'll do these couple missions. Maybe we'll start off with the missions. No, we'll loot the play cart first if we can. After all, we nearly died twice taking it out, so there you go. I'm hoping it'll throw up a black play cart for me to try out. Can't believe it, ever since Curveballs have come out, I've never had a black play cart. Which, considering the series I'm running at the moment, with the No Man's Land mod and 6x spawns, it's probably for the best, because I think it could be a game ender, if I did get it. Yep, you can definitely turn them off. Ah, radio. So this is an example of a real, radio silence is a real pain, and that's definitely one of the worst ones, because you can't use your radio calls. And if you're playing a tight game, you know, where resources are slim and you need all the help you can get, you know, you rely on your radio. Now it's actually timed. It looks like it's permanent, but it's actually not. Someone else pointed that out to me. I didn't realize it myself. Oh, you're a feral. Holy crap. Ah, right. That'll be that enormous infestation over there. Alright, let's see what we get out of this. Nom. Yep, we'll take that.
One of our outposts is being attacked by zombies.
Which
if
one?
anyone cares.
Ah, the ammo. That's alright. We'll be fine.
This shit is heavy.
Man, these are annoyingly placed zombies. Alright, let's head around and Yeah, we might go the other way. You like the luxury one because I RP my community? Oh, roleplay your community, right? Yep. I never sell anything. My girls spend their nights getting drunk, smoking, playing Xbox. Hey, one of the things is, and hopefully the devs are listening, which they won't be because they've got better things to do, is it would be cool if you could use luxury items and consume them for a limited short-term morale boost. I think that would be cool. You know, just another use for them. With some sort of limit on how high they could, you know, how high it could stack. So, you know, you could have,
like we got an
I don't know, a roll of toilet paper. And, I don't know, if your morale's low, you can consume the toilet paper and get, you know, a +5 morale buff.
Oh, cool.
For either that survivor
I
or...
finally made it. Time to get started. Go for the head.
Like that. Oh, we're gonna have more friends very shortly. Ow. Combo hit. Got me.
I should reload.
Good luck over there. No, I forgot how many zombies spawn in the PTR. It's a lot. Are you kidding me?
Fire in the hole!
Oh, come on! You are kidding.
No more of that.
Take the headshot!
Oh dear. Here we go, folks. It's all on.
Thanks for that.
Almost empty on that.
Damn it. Out of health. Whoopsie daisies. That was poor. Ouch! Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Time for me to focus on my needs for a bit. Uh-huh.
Right.
We're all gonna miss him.
so that was our X3 crossbow down the gurgler, and yeah, not great. Not great at all. Chances of getting that stuff back as well are pretty slim, to be honest. Dang! That was crossbow dude, not bot. Oof. Yeah. It's been a while since I lost a character. It's been quite a while. Yeah. Doesn't feel good. Right. Pressing the wrong button. Alright, well, there's not much else for it, really. We got to go get our van back because it's got all that stuff in it. For starters. Dang, those ferals. Shotgun. Just behind the 8-ball. On all of that. So, radio silence, right, yes, we've got that. Yeah, we'll take that out on the way down. Alright, c'est la vie. That's how it goes. +5 zombie aura. Yeah, for sure. Ah, that was a bugger. Can't remember what that survivor had. There you go. It's a tough part of town, so I guess, yes, it's the infestations, it's the clustering of infestations, because ferals that live in the severity 2 and upwards, generally, infestations will hear you a mile away. So if there's a cluster of infestations, you can end up with a multiple number of ferals on you just like that. And if you're not thinking and watching what you're doing like I wasn't doing, you can find yourself in a bit of trouble.
That's not gonna happen.
I think they need a recover dead survivor, like they take out an infestation for 150 and for when someone goes and recovers the gear. Yeah, I like that. Or a or maybe it pops up as a mission later. You know, hey, we spotted, there's been reports of someone resembling, you know, one of your survivors in this area of the map. And you can go back and you can go complete it and recover your gear. Something like that would be quite cool. I mean, they turn up anyway if you give them long enough. Honestly, I've had dead survivors appear more than 20 hours after I last saw them. You know, after they were killed. 20 hours of gameplay.
Sticking around here too long would not be smart.
Yep, just standing by the car. Yep. Ran out of the house, started walking towards my vehicle, and boom, there it was. Now, are these missions still active? They are. Alright, what's the infestation situation? The feral... Ah, it's all good. Mike died. Mike died. One thing you can do is if you think... What the fuck was that?
A bloater! loader is so gross.
Missing a few bolts.
Why is it that whenever I start thinking things aren't so bad, you all prove me wrong?
Facility actions are less efficient. I haven't had that one before. Alright, we're just gonna take things easy for a bit.
I'd say this was a sign. And I'm done.
Okay, so that's that one. Then we've got survivor activity over there. He's still fighting on. Lasting longer than I did. No, this is just going to be crawling with them. Let's do a stealth kill on them. Oh yeah, the other thing that the infestations will be doing is as those screamers scream, they'll be moving zombies around the map. So yeah, it's just a swirling, broiling mess of fucking undead at the moment. That's the one where you need to put in 3 materials rucksacks. Ouch.
Now, we don't even have time to remember where
So if you've already got this, you know, a stash of 3 rucks worth of materials, can you take them out of your stash and put them back in? Would that work? Like if you had 20 materials already? You reckon, folks, are they... Maybe they didn't make it.
Looks empty.
Does, doesn't
Speed
it?
it before the place collapses.
They have to be new, right. A lot of... Oh, there you are. Sure.
That's good to hear. I'll be right behind you.
It's like... They're half dead. Let's go take on infestations! Keep Sandra alive. Easier said than done.
Already got all I can handle.
Uh-oh, it's heading this way.
Curveball is the only reason I use a trading outpost. Call in a trader and 3 rucksacks. Ah, right. Yes. Yeah, you could do that. Oh, well. AI being brilliant. Right, does she really care which infestation we take out? I'm thinking we'll take out that one.
That horde just saw us.
Here he is. There's more than one.
The armor's gone.
Alright. Right.
Watch out. Lots of creeps coming.
Dear God, I'm tired. Fire in the hole! Good work. Reloading.
Here we go. Now, where's my buddy's corpse? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I don't think she'd survive either. Just poor man's scent block at the end of the day. I mean, at least we ran into a couple ferals and didn't die this time.
This is going home.
About freaking time. There'll still be ferals running about though. KSG. This is one of the best weapons you can get in the game, I'll tell you that. You know, tier 1, tier 2 weapons. It's got 15, it holds 15 shells. It's got a pretty decent rate of fire for a shotgun. And never breaks. So if you're in a position where you need to use a shotgun, you know, you got a better chance with that than the sawn-off. The sawn-off is, you know, will get you out of trouble with a feral. The KSG will deal with a couple of them. Alright, let's get out of here. We want to go to these guys, don't we? Who I suspect could be cannibals. But hey, they haven't brought out their cutlery when I've been there, so until that day, we'll just treat them as any other. It's going to take the shortcut, but I'm not going to because I suspect there's a juggernaut in the way. What's your name? Semplock? Yeah. Now apparently when the Black Plague Heart, or the zombies around a Black Plague Heart are a lot more alert and do extra damage, is that right? They want the materials. I actually need materials too. I need to check out my curveballs and see how they're messing with me.
Hello. I appreciate it.
Wow, 220. That's pretty good.
Just perfect for our little kitchen project.
For your little kitchen
Got something
project.
for me?
Well, sure.
Hello. You're welcome
Meat
to
snacks.
look
Mystery
around.
meat. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're totally totally cannibals. The Timberwolf will one-shot a blood feral. That it will. Sure. Alright, so let's see. What do we got? So we've got missing a few bolts. So we need to deposit additional materials. Right. So yeah, definitely not. Community is lower morale and higher background noise from the base. So how bad is that? Wow. Okay, that's pretty bad. Morale is stable. Losing 2 food a day. Okay. You have 2,050 cal rounds? Dude. Oh my god. That's insane. Well done though. Well done. Flint stash for meds down there near a Seb 3. Infestation could be worth a go. Get a meds ruck. How are we for gas? We might wander back to our outpost. It's only a level 1, isn't it?
No, that's not a thing.
Can we upgrade it? No, we don't have quite enough influence, but we could probably upgrade it if we sell some more stuff. So, sell that. Won't get very much for it though. Get a bit for that. No, we're okay. We're okay. Alright. I'll cheat a bit, use my map marker.
God, I am so sick of plague zombies.
Makes quite a difference using the map marker, so if you ever want to make it more challenging, stop using the map marker, I can tell you. It's just I've never been down here before.
I don't know. The restaurant had a few health code violations, but they always kept their license. Time to get to work, I guess.
Ow. Gosh. Here they come.
Step 2, find useful stuff.
Jeepers creepers, I forgot what the spawns are like in PDR. Big Mac. What's it made of? Big Mac. Right, well we are searching for meds though, aren't we? And then we should think about, do we address these curveball issues? We can't do much about the Gargantua. Gargantua is as Gargantua does, as Confucius once said. But radio silence will pass in time.
Again.
So, yeah. So radio silence, this one's a pain in the butt. It doesn't say that it passes over time, but it does. So you don't have to race out and do this one. But if you're living off your off your radio calls, then you might want to do that. Kathina, I've had it pass. I've just left it. And I didn't have to worry about it. Now they may have fixed that. Maybe that was a bug that they've fixed. But let's give it let's give it a little while. And we'll see. Because I thought the same as you did. And then someone else told me that no, actually it'll pass if you leave it. And so I did. One time I was so in my No Man's Land series, I was actually attacking the plague cart to try and free the cell tower from the influence of the plague cart. And while I was in the middle of the combat, the curveball expired. Now, maybe it wasn't supposed to do that, but that's what it did at the time. So I'll leave that one on, like I have a choice. But yeah, I won't clear the cell tower, and we'll just see whether it takes care of itself. So many bloaters. What do they think I am? A cup? Bloater bushes everywhere. Alright, let's get this tub back to base. And from them we'll have a bit of a scour on them. Nice driving. Great driving. We'll have a scour on the map and we'll see if we can find ourselves some materials. We can always call them up. Oh, we won't be able to call them up on the radio. Aha! The radio silence need materials combo. So we can't spend 75 influence, which I would normally do at a drop of a hat, in order to, you know, turn up a spare pack of materials. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, we'll check the map and we'll see whether we can spot an area where we haven't looted it for materials, and we'll go from there. We're running low on gas.
Here we go. Nothing exciting, but it's useful.
Yeah, we found plenty of good stuff. Well, there's gas. 3 food. Is that it? Okay. All right. So, okay, catch you later, Rose. Thanks for dropping in and cheering on the zombies. I think that extra bit of cheerleading worked. They definitely got me. They got me good. Missing a few bolts. So, right. So, we could try and trade for rucks. That's possible. Spoon and cone. Dewey's hardware. Oh, we've searched 2 of 3. But that could have it. And then down here, we haven't checked this factory out. Oh, we've got all this area down here that we might get lucky with as well. Maybe. Most of it's been searched. Most of it's been searched. We probably need a bigger base. But, you know, I'd move to the Prescott Fire Station tomorrow, but I don't have the influence. Danny Warden, how you doing? Long time no see. On the treadmill, yeah, why not? And you just need to zone out. Nice one. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Right, so what are we at? Where are we at? What are we doing? What am I doing with my life? Why am I doing it here? Okay, let's try. Let's see what we've got to trade. Sod all. Well, we've got 3 portable genies. We don't need 3 portable genies. And we've got some pretty average. Okay. We go in scouting, right? So we'll take the X3 because we do have bulk crafting kits, so we should, you know, put those to use. I think I do have the record for my fastest death in the world. I didn't measure it, but it's in one of my previous streams. I walked down there and I was dead in 3 seconds. Barrels just like immediately, just boom, 1, 2, 3, blah, dead. They all hit me one after the other. It was most impressive. Do we want to make some ammo? Probably. Let's make some ammo. Oh, it's cheap. Why is it cheap? Why is it cheap? It had a curveball. Right. Maybe that's not cheap. Maybe it's more expensive.
Want to make this town safe? Kill those.
Cost to perform facility actions are far higher. Oh, okay, so it cost more. Should be red then, right? Because I went like, if I go here, I go that 5 ammo. That seems a lot, doesn't it? Yeah, 6 fuel. See, 6 fuel instead of 4 fuel. So yeah, that's definitely going to hurt. Okay, I put that stuff in the vehicle, didn't I? Right. So let's see what else we've got. Sell that. Don't need 2 lots of those.
Now that's heavy.
There we are. Wow, we have a lot of chemicals.
I have another
Oh,
task
genie.
for you. Details forthcoming.
Sounds like a like a fitness instructor. Could be. Right. Right. So look at that. Look at that. So this is what this curveball does to you. For 1 gas can, instead of it costing 2 fuel, it costs 4 fuel. Which means basically I don't have enough fuel. He says getting in the thirstiest vehicle around. So can we 5 food to, right, so instead of 3 food for 2 fuel, it's 5 food for 2 fuel. Wow, okay. We need to do some trading and hope like anything. That we can trade for a gas can from these guys. Yeah. Really hate this curveball. You see, yeah, so it's a tough curveball, I get it, but I don't hate it because it's created a challenge. But I could see how this could, you know, if you didn't want to have to deal with this stuff, you just wanted to, you know, boost the zombies every now and then with a curveball. That's, you know,
Let's get down to business. Sure,
that would
why
be
not?
more fun. No gas, but a toolkit. And a bundle of siphon food. Fuel. Siphon food. What? I'd shudder to think what siphoned food would look like. Go to an ice cream can and siphon some ice cream out of it. Ew. Sludgy. Words are funny. Alright. Here we go.
Yeah, no, that's not a thing.
Because we're going to have to do this. Ouch. All right, we'll check with the Unbound. What's the bet they actually do have a gas can? Hey, Diviners! How you doing? Finally able to catch tender live stream. Missed a few. Oh yeah, man. Glad you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're testing out continuous negative curveballs, but just at normal intensity. Man, they heard. Actually grab a plague sample, why not? All right.
Good to see ya.
Gerb,
Let's get down to business.
Okay.
no gas. Painkillers though. Loads of them. Why we only get it? Oh, we only got one ammo as well. We should have got two because we've got oh no, our munitions guy is dead. That's who croaked. Our munitions guy. Yeah, okay. Happens. It's cheaper than the parts, so we may as well. As I'll trade this up with these guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey there, business partner.
All right.
Very, very little for it. Okay. Materials. Materials. Dewey's hardware store. Could make a decent outpost, to be honest. Munitions guy, not William. Yeah. I confess I do not bond with my PTR communities as much as I do with my ongoing series. You know, I know Chrissy and Krista through and through from my No Man's Land series, but these guys, they have a job to do. They are their jobs. Flat. Close enough. That's adrenaline pills. Interesting. Alright, we'll see what we can get from Dewey's. I suspect we've already got the materials from here.
It's locked. Figures.
Do we have stealth? We don't. But we can upgrade shooting. We'll go with gunslinging. Not for the aim snap, because I don't use that, but plus 75% reload speed is huge. Like, straight off the bat, 75% gunslinging. So, if you're using a 22, like the Microdot, or you're using the Competitor Mark III, 22 pistols, they load super quick. It's almost instant.
Look, still more nothing.
Yeah, more nothing. Do we actually want an outpost down here? And if we did, why? What do we need? Materials would be good. Food, we could probably cope with food. We're losing a fair amount of materials per day.
Premises are empty. That's what I like. That's one more outpost ready to go. And if we want, we could spend some time and make it even better. Fuck, it's still kicking. I gotta rest. Not gonna fit. Looks like that screamer's about to barf.
We're all good.
The coast isn't
Right.
clear. Typical.
Right, we'll just drop this stuff off in here. Don't have any fire. Maybe some fire would be good, even if it's just cheap stuff, you know? There we go, that's perfect. I think it says a lot about how people play the game. There's no wrong way. I've been watching guys had the same community since day one of this game's release. Wow! Wow, that's impressive. Yeah. Went to Lethal and lost all but 2 of his community. It was like death in the family. Yeah, if it's your first... If it's your first run at Lethal, don't take... Yeah, if you think, I think I'll give Lethal a go, don't take your favorite community in there first up. Even if they're loaded up, it's... Nothing prepares you for Lethal Zone apart from hundreds of hours of playing Lethal Zone. There you go. You watch a video by anyone, the best streamers, the best players in the world, and they'll show you how to beat Lethal Zone. Until you've been in there for tens of hours at least, I'd say couple hundred hours, you're probably going to struggle. Everything that they show you, you're going to struggle to replicate. Because Lethal Zone is just so situational. It will catch you out. It will catch you out. It's kind of like when you might see, here's the way that you can cheese a play cart. And then you, by like driving into the barn and blocking it off, and you go, yay, I'll do it. And then you do it. And 2 juggernauts turn up. And you can't get out. And there's a bloater. And you end up dying. And you go, what? But the video said that this is how I can do it. No, there is no prep. There is no prep you can do. About the only prep that you can do to prepare for Lethal Zone is to stop using a follower. That's about it. And learn to play without someone on your shoulder. Because when I was playing Nightmare Zone, I would always take a follower. And I'd give them, you know, a big gun. And they would just come along with me, and I'd pretty much stealth around and then stand up when I wanted them to shoot people, and that seemed to work. That's all been looted. But that did not work so well when I got to the Lethal Zone. That's been looted as well. The followers couldn't handle 3 ferals, 3 plague ferals at once. I couldn't handle 1 plague feral at once at first. So, you know. Just be realistic about your options, about your chances. I think you can go into it, but you have to know what it's like. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm... Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying there, Kathina. Yeah. Your forever is so OP that Lethal is kind of easy. But that's because you've watched me. It's also because you've played a lot of...
moment, at least.
You've played a lot of Lethal Zone. So my forever community, I'm only 30 days into it or something. I'm on my 2nd or 3rd map. Yes! But I was kind of lucky in that the survivors I recruited, they've leveled up and skilled up very nicely to form a really tough, nuggety community. And so, yeah, Lethal Zone for that community is less challenging than it would be for others, for sure. Yeah, tactical body, you got it. It's best not to bond with the beta crews. They are in their matrix and thus just simulation. Exactly. Plus the PTR, like the spawns and everything, it's way, you know, everything's cranked up in the PTR because they want to see what the what difference, you know, when they put something new in, like the curveballs, or when they put in the infestation mechanic, the, you know, the and new siege mechanics for the first time, it was cranked all the way up. And there was a reason for that, even though it scared a few people, including myself, is that you got to turn it right up so you can see what one extreme is before you dial it back down and balance it. If you try and balance it off the off, you'll never see what it's capable of doing, the, you know, the most impact it can have. So if you do it a little bit, like let's say the siege timer was really, really low, no one would notice it. So you'd actually never understand, you never engage with it properly. So it's kind of drinking from the fire hose in order to figure out whether it's Coke or lemonade and whether you like it. You had thousands of ammo, thousands scent block, 4,000 fuel bombs. Came up from green. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, those are very high numbers. But you touch on a point there, is that lethal zone, where it hits you the hardest is in your resources, both in terms of the lack of resources on the map and the amount of resources it takes just to operate. And might we get some materials down here? I don't know. I don't know. Hardware store. Pretty good chance. Pretty good chance in the hardware store. But yeah, even with all this talk of lethal zone, and a lot of streamers who stream State of Decay stream lethal zone simply because they've been playing this game forever, you know, hundreds if not thousands of hours, even more than, you know, tens of thousands possibly for some. You know, that's kind of what's required in order to get an appropriate level of challenge for that level of game time. But it's not a requirement or anything, you know, it's not anything that you particularly need to feel like you need to do. Like somehow you're not legit as a player or as a State of Decay 2 fan unless you can play Lethal Zone. That's just not how it works.
Why can't everywhere be this quiet?
Honestly, I quite like Standard Zone. I found after playing a lot of Lethal Zone, and I finished a map and my game crashed on the legacy pool screen, and so when I logged back in, it automatically put me onto the next map, but on Standard Zone. So I thought, oh well, I'll just walk around for a bit, you know, make sure that the game doesn't crash and that sort of thing. And so I did that, and I was going, actually, this is quite nice and relaxing. And I started seeing things in buildings, which I'd never noticed before. All the nice little touches. You know, seeing what games they've got next to their Xbox in a house. Being able to see the scenery. You know, not having that 1,000-yard stare
everywhere be this quiet.
that you have from when you play Lethal Zone, where everything's a blur except those kind of key pixel images and blinks and colors which donate a potential threat. I still wish UL did not nerf human hostiles in Lethal Zone. I didn't know that they did, but yeah, I mean, I remember, and it might still be the case, you can run them over about 50 times. All the AI is buffed to some degree. No, don't do that. You like Nightmare most of all? Yep, Nightmare's cool. Hardest part of Lethal is the blood ferals. I'd say blood ferals are the single most obvious symbol of Lethal Zone. But I don't actually, and while Lethal Zone, you know, blood ferals are deadly, I bet you'd find if you went if you added blood ferals to your Nightmare game, it would be completely different experience to standard Lethal Zone.
On a little zombie problem we have.
And that's because I think that Lethal Zone attacks your strategy. Now, one of the subscribers, Faith, actually said, maybe we can talk Guru into doing a Lethal Zone tutorial or video on, you know, how to beat Lethal Zone. And I've got to say, I have been thinking about it and coming at it from a slightly different angle. So if you think you like the idea of that, let me know in the chat and let me know in the comments. Because if people say, yeah, quick, do it, that will really motivate me to actually do it. If I think it might be a lukewarm response, you know, I'll probably just stick to doing the videos. But if people say they really want to see something like that, then it feels like I can help people. And if I feel like I can help people, then I will go full speed ahead and try and do that. It's how I work at work as well. Rifton, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I still think a PvP mode would be great for the game. Possibly. It's a two-edged sword, that one. In that PvP, you know, being able to like compete against other enclaves or other players as they run their enclaves does sound appealing. I don't think it's something that will happen. Certainly not within a full open world setting like this. One of the differentiators for State of Decay 2 from other zombie games is the fact that it is built largely around being a cooperative game, you know, and it pins itself to that. And so there'll be some griefers out there, there always are, but for the most part, I would say that there's a lower number of toxic people and toxicity within the game.
The armor's gone.
Because of 1 second. Come on. Sorry about that. So if you add in PvP, what you will attract is PvP only players. And, you know, they may not mingle and mix as well with those who have come from the State of Decay 2 franchise, where it's been purely cooperative. And I count myself in that. I actually don't really feel the need or the desire to take on human opponents in State of Decay 2. In this, and I'd say I'm probably more a cooperative player anyway, as opposed to for any games. So I'm probably slightly more programmed that way. But yeah,
Lethal attack! We need help!
Shit, they're in real trouble.
I'm not sure it's going to happen. But who knows? Maybe there'll be like a player versus player map where there's 2 bases and you can have 2 groups of 4, and you know, it is basically just a daybreak. So you come in and you've got fixed communities with the same everything, Like, same number of people. Maybe you've got 8 community members or 4 community members. They've all got the same skills. They've all got the same stats. They've all got the same weapons. They've got all that. And you play with these battle communities, and then you could PvP it. But I think it would need to be completely partitioned out from the main game. You wouldn't be able to bring in your own community, and you wouldn't be able to destroy someone else's community. So that's the only way I can think it would work. And is it worth investing all that time and effort into creating this kind of little box map with this kind of dual mentality, or dual map and that sort of thing, when the PvP side of things, you know, are we talking about just 2 enclaves going at it, or are we talking about 2 enclaves who look to take over territory on the map and kind of squeeze the other one out by taking all the materials and leaving them with nothing, or ambushing them in the field? So, you know, even within their PvP space, there's quite a lot of scope for, you know, what people mean by that, or what people would look for from a PvP experience. I don't think it's in their DNA, and I'm pretty sure I've seen Jeffrey say that they don't really want to go in that direction. There's enough zombie games out there which allow you to do that. You know, think DayZ, and there's probably, you know, 100 other ones as well. 7 Days to Die is probably PvP as well. You know, just Project Zomboid's going to be has PvP in it. So, does the world need another PvP zombie shooter? Who knows? All right. Enough about that. But good question. Good question. Yeah, that's really thinking kind of like Age of Empires by SOD2. Yeah, so, because I do like Age of Empires. I like Age of Mythology. That was my favorite. All right, we need to swap out. Oof. What a beast. Pharmacologist? Yeah. All right, so let's check on our curveballs and see how we're doing. Radio silence is still around, and we've got outlaws passing through. And we're still missing a few bolts. We probably need some guns and stuff. Let's grab that. Grab some of that. Grab some of that. 2 mollies. Sidearm, we will go with a microdot PPK. And one of those. And crossbow bolts. Right. Ooh. Let the Care Bears have their own thing. Second thought, I'd get a kick PvPing against Red Talon players. Really? Okay. Wow. So if you all made something like Daybreak with PvP, but the better you do, the more bonuses you could get for your own community without risking said community, that would be rather fun. Love the content though, man. Keep it up. Oh, thanks, man. Sat down and watched hours of your mod playthroughs. Great commentary. Oh, thanks, man. That's what it, yeah, that's what it's good for, the long play stuff. If you've got a long, slow, boring day at work or that sort of thing, you know, help whittle away the times with some aged greybeard from State of Decay 2 grinding away at some ridiculously hard mod. Why not? Thanks, man. I do appreciate that. I appreciate everyone's support, honestly. Jeffrey said himself, he made Red Talon too powerful and he wasn't wrong. Yeah, I don't use Red Talon. Yeah, I don't. I find them OP. I will use them in multiplayer, but like if I'm doing a playthrough or a series where I really do want to kind of challenge myself, then I won't be using it. Okay, I think we've got to hit this radio silence thing. We could hit these sheds. I just don't think that we'll find... Yeah, I just don't think we'll find any materials in there. Yeah, but if I'm just mucking around with friends or playing the Crazy 101, that sort of thing, then yeah, for sure. And I don't mind if other people use them, of course.
I'm on the roof of St. Luke's.
They are awesome. They are amazing.
As soon as I bag them all, you'll have your meds.
Right. I had a red talon who had 8,500 kills. 8,500 kills. Got killed by four ferals and 4 juggernauts.
Maybe I better go check out that noise.
Yeah, the playthroughs that I'm doing with the characters that I've got, like No Man's Land, like I say, yeah, those characters I am very much attached to. Very much attached to. Not so much these guys. I'm also attached to those in my Forever community as well. I mean, they've got jobs to perform, but they're also personalities. And actually, I think if you go back to my very first playthrough ever, which was my first effort at the Lethal Zone, I didn't even have a camera back there, and the sound wasn't that great, you know, back in the days. My leader, what was her name? Can't believe I can't remember her name. I can see her face. She was one of the booze hounds who I recruited and saved my game. Dang you. It'll come to me. But yes, very much. She was I can't even remember her skill. It was like bartending or something like that. But she ended up being my leader. She was the difference. Alright. Yeah, it's not, it's because my brain is old and slow. It's not because I you know, don't remember her. It's in my channel video all those years ago. Wow. Yeah. And then there was Ren. Ren, my weirdo survivor. You know, one of those survivors you bring in just to make up the numbers, and then they turn out to be clutch. You know, you just end up using them for everything, and they do better than they should based on their stats or their skills. And you they end up being one of your favorites. Yeah, I'm pretty bad with names just generally, to be honest. It is funny how you get attached to them, but permadeath will do that for you. Alright, we still need more materials, and we'll keep looking. So we've been going about 2 hours. Bit of a slow start because I couldn't figure out, because my controls reset. I will definitely continue on for a little bit, but I'll just take a couple minutes break to top up my water, and then I'll be right back and we can carry on. So we'll probably go for another hour, I think, to give these curveballs a decent go. All right. Hope to see you soon. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Thanks for that. Right. So while I was topping up my water, I had a thought, and I think because I really want the
I can't hold this position without more help.
Who's that? Oh, yeah, maybe not. Freak in the house. Let's go help them. What we're going to do is after we've done freak in the house, is we will take out the radio silence mission so that we can use our radio calls to get in the materials that we need, because otherwise we're just going to be hunting around, and I have, you know, scoured most of the map, to be honest. Ah, Kathina! Oh, Rifton with the Grifton membership. Wow! You're making me feel like a real bona fide streamer, bro.
One more door.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Kathina, welcome. Kathina's been around for ages. He's been an awesome supporter, so very deserving of the membership. Thank you so much, both of you. Honestly, thank you so much, Rifton. I appreciate it. Wow, I've only seen other people get those. Well, that's not true. Actually, people have gifted memberships from time to time on my channel, but it's a rarity. Not that I'm saying people should do it or anything. I'm just, yeah. Right, stop talking, Guru. You're making a fool of yourself. Right. Back to the game. Sheep, it's alright.
Keep your eyes on that barrel. Back up, motherfuckers!
Oh, that
I'm on
feral.
the way. Go for the head.
I'm kind of, yeah, I'm kind of general neutral because I can never tell. Who's who in the zoo, you know, when you're just looking at names on the screen. So when I say like guys, or when I say man or whatever, yeah, it's just a general term. Cool. Well, that's good. Thank you. Oh, we've got to defend them from zombies for another 20 seconds.
Take that, motherfucker.
Ooh, keen. Actually, aggressive defense is probably the way to go. Let's get out and scour the perimeter. These guys have got it down, pat.
Send those fuckers back.
AI and sensible strategy. Shock. I hear Screamer. Clear the remaining zombies from the house. Oh, we might have some crawlers coming in. That's usually what it is. There he is.
How are you? Later.
We still going? Okay. They look dead.
¿Qué pasa, ese?
You looking to trade?
Bueno.
Eh. I think you have to have a different mentality to play a game on this or harder difficulties. I couldn't do it. I'm still amazed you woke up all the hearts and cleared a map. Yeah, that was kind of like a bit of a test run just to see, kind of like what I said with the PTR, you know, you dial everything up so you can see, you know, at its worst, what can it do? So therefore you're kind of ready with something a bit more moderate. Now they shot at something. Something in the bushes out here. Yeah, I think for me it was more about realism. So that, like, that's why I don't use a mini-map. Not be, you know, I didn't start off turning off the mini-map because I thought, that's too easy or anything. I actually got that from State of Decay 1 breakdown, where as you get further and further into it, it's less and less effective. And then it just stops working. And so I was actually, you know, it just forces you to play. I can't figure this one out, guys. There it is. That's not the only one. Alright. Check all the rooms. I thought they would have found that zombie. Alright, I think it may have glitched out a little bit. Yeah, and so I just got used to playing like that. And so when I jumped back into State of Decay 2 and you know, put the minimap up, I actually kind of went, what is that? Oh, it's the minimap. Nah. Secret little, yeah. Not for me. Right, I'm going to turn the volume up here. My headphones. See if I can hear the zombie. Can I jump in there and create some noise? That's annoying, because the freak in the house mission is really good, because if you do it, the Enclave will actually ally with you. Get a weapon out. I'm on the roof, maybe. Been known to happen. Alright. I'm not going to stay here all day. Alright, didn't work. Never mind. We got some materials off them, that's the main thing.
I'm so damn tired.
Rifton, you're an Aussie. Oh, awesome, mate.
I'm getting overrun. I need help now.
Did you find it? Oh yeah, this is a... So this is a glitch out. It's in the shower or something. The zombie is not around. Alright, yeah, we are going to abandon it. Oh yeah, and yeah, I guess over time I just enjoy taking on more and more challenge. Because I do find...
I'm getting overrun. I need
Yeah,
help now.
everyone enjoys different levels of challenge and what they can, you know, what they consider challenge. Like, I found the first time I played State of Decay 2 on just normal difficulty level of what it was back then,
Fucked up there.
I was like, I was struggling. I actually didn't lose too many characters and that sort of thing, but because I didn't really know the game and stuff, I found it quite hard on standard, and so that was quite the challenge for a while. And then just by playing and playing, I what were we doing here? Yeah, maybe trading. And then, yeah, I played a little bit of Dread, and that was quite hard, and then I went, That's right. Yes, I remember now. I finally finished a standard map, and I started on Dread, and I got about 6 hours into Dread, and I thought, why am I doing this? I should just go for Nightmare, because I thought I'll just go Dread and then I'll try Nightmare, and I thought, why? Let's just try Nightmare and see what it's like. And from then on, I played Nightmare. And
Hey.
yeah, I guess it's the threat of permadeath was just
Want to trade?
too
Why not?
exciting. There we go. You know what? What's our influence situation? 190. Okay. All right. So we put these in our locker. Radio silence. Locate and secure it. Oh well, that's just there. That should be easy. I think you're right though, Kathina. That definitely hasn't expired, has it? So I think that must have been a glitch with the because I did in my No Man's Land series have 2 instances of radio silence where it expired. So if they've stopped that, then that'll be interesting. That's for sure. Yeah, absolutely. There's totally different, all sorts of different ways of playing the game. And sometimes that's why lethal is probably not going to be the right game experience for some people, because it forces you to play shit in certain ways.
Fire in the hole!
What? What Screamer where? Like in Lethal Zone, there's no way you're walking around, apart from the early days, that you're going to walk around with a follower. A rat from the sewers.
You folks are okay. I don't see myself moving along anytime soon.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
Take the headshot!
Alright, how do we secure this? Complete! Wow, there we go. Is that it? Communications are back. Excellent. The aspect I love about SOD2 is how it gives you the sense of improving yourself. It's why I love Lethal Zone, since it really showcases improvement as the game progresses. Right there, absolutely, 100%. In fact, you know, from my first series, Lethal Zone series, up till now, including the live streams though, basically almost every hour I've spent in State of Decay 2 is online. So if you watch my first Lethal Zone series, if you can watch that excruciating experience of, why is he doing that? Why is he so bad? Up till now, you know, that's my State of Decay journey right there. I don't play State of Decay 2 offline. I have a little bit, but you know, only like a negligible amount of time. I don't have this isn't my base. See, I'm getting mixed up with my other series. Yeah, I don't have what's the word? Yeah, I don't have a community or anything. I'm not playing my forever community in the background. The only time I play that is online, when I'm live streaming. So very much, you know, you do see yourself improve, and you have to, because otherwise, you know, you're going to die. So yeah, you know, Brian Menard was my biggest inspiration as a State of Decay 2 player. I saw him taking when he was playing his Dark Side mods, taking on feral packs with 3 plague ferals and 3 normal ferals, And they ambushed him in the middle of the field and destroyed his car, and he still got away and killed them all. And I looked at that and went, man, I want to be that good. I'm still trying. One day. One day. First time I went into lethal, I didn't leave my base for like 3 days. Lol. Oh yeah, I've even before lethal zone, I've been in my base and just kind of sitting there going,
Have decades of disaster movies not taught you?
I don't want to go
before
out.
stocking up
It's
on
too
food?
hard. It's too dangerous. Are we over spec'd for... Oh no, 55 storage materials, so that's all good. So we put in the 3 materials ruck, and we actually got to keep the materials, which is good. Lethal for me now is not hard, but also not how most of you play. Yeah, well, Kathina, if you have your forever community, will be, you know, the longer you play. So here's the thing. The longer you play with a single community, over time, you'll skill up, you'll level up, you'll resource up, and you'll get to and to counter that, your standing also goes up. So you kind of get, you improve your community, build community, and standing goes up. Standing goes up, and standing is basically difficulty of the game. So the game gets harder and harder and harder, but eventually it stops, and it'll only be so good. And then if you get even better, better characters and more resources, you start extending that gap between how good your community is in terms of power. You know, think of it as a bar graph. This is community power versus game power. Once you get a certain amount over it, it becomes easy. So that's probably one of the reasons why I like the beginning of games more than the end of games. And that's not just State of Decay 2, that's most games. But in State of Decay 2, I particularly love starting a new game, and I start with random survivors with no 5th skills. Whatever their traits are, I just take them. Because that's kind of realistic for me. And it introduces a challenge that, you know, if I start with 3 characters who have pretty poor traits, or they've got a long way to go to level up, you know, that puts a more challenge on my own skills to be able to keep them alive long enough so that they can learn enough and level up enough so that if they do run into a feral in the middle of nowhere, they've got some chance of survival. Ham Winner, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Diviners, I got the same situation when I started lethal. I removed a couple of communities, but now easy to kill ferals. Yeah, it's like a nightmare with blood ferals. Yeah, and you know, these difficulty levels, how you've got them here, totally get used to it. If you're going to take on lethal zone, turn the action down to whatever you are. Well, if you're a dread player, say I'm a dread player, I want to try out what lethal zone is like, but I don't want to get wiped. Leave action difficulty on whatever you're comfortable playing, and put the community difficulty and the map difficulty up to lethal. And even that will start to show you the kind of strategies and challenges that you will have for when you come up against lethal zone. And it's not like lethal zone is just nightmare with blood ferals. There's a heck of a lot more going on. There's a lot of mechanics. There's a lot of subtle changes to how the game works at that level, which requires you to adjust. And if you don't adjust, a feral will get you, and you will blame the feral. You'll say, the feral got me. But it's not the feral that gets you. The feral just is the coup de grace. It's everything else which comes with lethal zone, which puts a lot more stress on you as a player, which is the difference. Maybe I should do this video. Maybe I should do this video.
Blood feral.
The feral is just the agent of death.
Hey, sexy.
But it's not what will stop you winning the game. If it was, then anyone who could stand on a car and shoot a feral would be able to beat lethal zone, but they can't. The most memorable times we've had are the hardest times. Yes, running out of gas when my base was kind of down here, or wherever it was, you know, and you run out of gas up here in the middle of the night and you have to crawl all your way back to base to get a first aid kit. Those kind of events, they're the stories. They're the currency of State of Decay 2. They are what make State of Decay 2 cool. Those situations. So, you know, there's fun in having a community where you can basically just play, you know, kick open doors and blast zombies in the face with shotguns, because that's what the Crazy 101's all about. My multiplayer series. And then there's a time where the game experience you might want to be is having to creep around because it's so dangerous. State of Decay 1 for me was so dangerous that I played a stealth game. When I would go from one level of breakdown to the next, it would give you a scorecard of how well you did. And I prided myself on being able to go up from one level to the next on the lowest number of zombie kills. Because that, you know, anyone can do it just by killing all the zombies all over, you know, lots of firebombs and that sort of thing. It's harder to do it sneakily. But that's where my kind of approach to State of Decay 2 came from, with using stealth and avoidance, which is kind of counter to the whole shotgun in the face thing. But both totally valid, and what might be right for today might not be right for tomorrow for you. So, you know, play around, enjoy. Right. Nowadays, the only zombie that gives me issues are screamers. I have the bad habit of that screw being stealthy. I'm going to fast search in plague territory. Scream. Oh yeah, fast searching. Yeah, doesn't work generally. Outlaws passing through. Okay, where are these guys? Or looting opportunities. Okay, let's... Uh-oh. Shit. Game crash. Game crash. We're jumping back in. I want to have a decent read of that, curveball. Because it said poorer looting opportunities. Now that's different to the tutorial curveball, where the raider comes in and then suddenly you don't get any more resources until you shoot them, till you take them out. This one's a bit more different. Yeah, fast searching. Exactly, mate. It's just, yeah. Sometimes I do. Like if I've got full maxed out, like even my forever community, I will do it because my survivors are all maxed out. Even, you know, they've got most of them have over 200 health, and they're not cheats, they're not red talons or anything, they're just, you know, maxed out in endurance and powerhouse and backpacking and all the rest of it. So they're legit. They're legit. So what it says is find the hack jobs, low chance to find luxury items, higher influence prices for buying, high chance to fail a fast search. Ah, okay. Interesting. Those are things I haven't really played around with. All right, so where are these guys? Outlaws are picking, we can reclaim some supplies if we go after them. Search the location for signs of the outlaws. Well, they've got to be in here somewhere then, right? So if we drive down to the real estate office and climb up, we should be able to search it. All right, let's do that. We haven't really got the best weapon taking on hostiles. Let's go with... we'll go with the old 870 sawn off. I think I got some bloater gas. Bloater cloud grenades, they'll do the trick, that's for sure. Ammo. Ammo. And we can always put an extra shell. Any chance to check positive extremely curveball? Yes, Ham, we will. I've been I've just been trying to kick off a black plague heart because I've never fought one.
Bloater.
But if by any chance that in the next 40 minutes or so that we don't find one, then when I might do another PTR stream next Friday Eastern Standard Time as well. And we'll look at the positive curveballs. And I'll just say, okay, I'll fight a black plague heart when one turns up because I can't seem to be able to make them happen. It's not a case of the game doesn't love me, it just doesn't hate me enough to give me a black plague heart. I've seen people use all sorts of things. Hey Camille, how you doing? Oh, we got the curveballs going. We got the curveballs going. My hotkeys were all unbound for some reason, randomly today when I jumped in, but I could access the menu through curveballs here, so we've turned them on and we're max negative, continuous, and what's the other one? Oh, normal intensity. Just normal intensity at the moment. Now I've seen like Brian Menard's been doing a cool series where he's cranked it all up to negative. Yeah, continuous, negative, and very strong. So we might try that sometime in the future for sure. But first I want him to see whether it's possible. But seriously, we're just kind of playing around with it at the moment. See what it feels like. I mean, even on continuous, it doesn't feel that much different to what I've been experiencing in my normal playthroughs. Okay. Yeah, you think you do? Yeah, exactly. So I'm really really interested to try and take one on and see what it's like. Here we are. Come up. Defilade. What'd they do? Did they pop a bloater in their own?
Fire in the hole!
Shotguns.
That was graceful.
I have another task for you. Details forthcoming.
Shotguns are the way. Take their guns. Yeah, self-deleting. I think there was a bloater in the building with them. That's. Oh no! He had a they killed themselves with a gas launcher. That's something I would do. That's hilarious. They shot themselves in the face with a gas launcher. Oh, bless. Oh, boy. Now, they thought their plan was foolproof. We've got a gas launcher. What could possibly go wrong? And this guy had a pipe. Oh my word. That is funny. Did he die in here? The other guy? Searched him. Oh, he was inside the store, wasn't he?
This place looks chock full of nothing.
Well, they weren't a threat. Yeah, why do they give these idiots floater gas launchers? And a Hunter's Bolt Scout. These guys were not the A-team, that's for sure. These guys probably found the gas launcher on a dead red talon somewhere and said, oh, we're the bee's knees now, we're the business. Yeah. Shotgun to the face. Solves most of the problems. Right, okay. Mysterious broadcast. What do we got? Oh, that guy up there. Okay, let's go check it out. Come on, Black Plague Heart. The people want it. Darwinism, I guess. Yeah, exactly. They did more damage with their bloated gas grenade than I did with mine. Ridiculous. But they were quite clever in a way. Wow. After the initial calamity, they did run into the next store. But he was pretty... I think he was quite weakened because he went down with just the one shot from the sawn off, so go figure. Alright, probably an infestation or something here. Dum-dum-dum. I hate the fuel drain aspect a couple of times one spawn. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one.
Better drop that bloater before it gets too close.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Running low on that.
It's a good molly. How's that, vodka?
An outpost right here? Huh.
It was easy though. So what are we supposed to do? Ah, sneaky. Did you hear his footsteps creeping up? I heard it. Scuttle, 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 but boom. They got me.
Hey, we need to talk. Come over here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I thought we should be getting tired about now. Right, fighting. We will go with endurance. Blood endurance. Right. Mysterious broadcast.
Hell yeah.
Ah, right, yeah. So we should have a Cleo crate somewhere. There. And speak with Naomi. Okay, we can do both those things. Just safe zoning that up. Endurance all the way, yep. That maneuver is just fantastic. And also, if you're crouched, and you do it.
Sadly, it's always the bravest ones who are most at risk during a crisis.
Hang on. How do we do this? We, I think we do... I've suddenly forgotten how to do it.
I wish you knew how sweet that was.
Wow, anyway. If you crouch and you do the endurance flip, it does it silently. Yeah, it is super good. Striking can be good in some situations, but you have to get the timing right, otherwise you can get yourself in some real trouble. I think we better swap our guy out. Tired. We'll talk to Naomi just in case it's Black Plague Heart, hopefully. Right, where would I find Naomi? Oh, she's over there. Somewhere. That's Flint. In the right area? I'm in completely the wrong area. Oh, she's inside now. Make zombies tougher? Sure, why not? Okay. I don't know why they get you to talk to your community members to pop curveball missions. I don't understand that. Oh, we've got 2 grenade launchers. How about that? Boom. Right. Habits I've picked up from the game. Any time I play another game with stamina recovery, I crouch. Yeah, right.
Time to get some beauty rest. Or even just rest. I'm not picky.
Very good weapon. Demo hammer. Right, what are we doing? We are... Stereo's broadcast. Ah, that's right. We were going to grab this crate. Then we might head down to the gun shop, and if nothing happens, take out a play cart. So, how are we doing? So, what we want to do is probably... Have we got power? We don't need that there. We've got base wide power. Ah, here's the crossbow bolts. Craft military explosives. So we can craft munitions. Yeah, we lost munitions. Yeah, never mind. Okay, that doesn't work in there. Oh, we've got enough anyway. Enough materials that we can take some craft some crossbow bolts. Then let's grab some of that. Same build. All of them? Backpacking resourceful? Right. Wow. You see, the way I always have at least one person with stealth. So I kind of assign roles based on what I need. For a lethal community, somewhere in the for the mid game is probably what I aim for. And I look for 5 to 6 community members. At least one person who might be stealth. Now that might be someone like a driver, or it could be someone in the community whose skills aren't 100% needed. So I wouldn't give it to my pathologist because I like to keep them safe at home. But I would use that with someone with munitions or gardening or something like that, where the books are fairly common, you know. And then I like to have 2 tanks. So that's, you know, endurance, backpacking, endurance, resourcefulness, marathon, powerhouse, that sort of thing. And yeah, so 2 stealth, 2 tanks, and a good spread of skills between them. It's kind of what I go for. And I keep an eye out for those quirk skills. like hygiene, like sewing, like driving and stuff, because they're pretty useful. We do not have a lot of fuel, do we? You know, 36 minutes, 14 minutes. Yep, easy, easy peasy. Cool, cool, cool.
The noise in this place is like a fucking beacon for zombies.
It's not that bad, but we don't have a lot of fire. It's okay, we'll take that. Keep pressing the wrong button. 5,000. Oh, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you got thousands of everything, then, you know, you don't really need to go off in missions. But I'm talking more from a fresh start perspective. You know, if I'm starting a game of Lethal Zone and I'm thinking about what kind of community I want to build up, I kind of want to get towards 5 or 6 community members by the mid-game. Ooh, very nice.
We appreciate your results in this matter.
Yeah, my Crazy 101 community has, well, did have thousands of bullets. That was a multiplayer live stream series where we took on 101 play carts, and I think we were playing No Man's Darkside originally, and then we moved to No Man's Land. So, you know, play carts had 1,800 hit points or 1,400 hit points, something like that. So it was tough going. Tough going, that's for sure. So you needed them. Alright. How are we doing? Doing okay. This other stuff off. Wow, we really did find a lot of crossbow bolts after we just crafted some. Oh well, we've got them now. Hey, White Rose, how you doing? Have to catch up on the stream. Yeah, no worries at all. You've been at a wedding. Awesome. Good times. Oh. Good times, fun times. Wow, look at the size of that. That's huge. Or is it? Is that just normal? Feels huge, but it could just be normal. Tell you what, we might have a wander over here, see if we can find... Spot a, yeah, one of these two. Probably this is a barn. It's probably where the play cart is. We don't have too many play carts for it to spawn them, actually. 4 left. Oh no, that's enough. All right, we'll go give it a tap. Beetle mallet. Dum da dum dum. Okay, we're reselecting everything here. So let's grab that. 2 of those. How far away? Oh, we're ages away from that. It's okay. We'll take what we've got. Weapon. I think we'll take the KSG. Where are you? KSG. Boom. And we'll take the Mac 10. What could possibly go wrong?
I might be careful.
All right. Cake. It's a champagne you got to watch out for. I like the dropkick with the powerhouse. Something Red Talon don't get. Like the only thing they don't get. Oh, okay. Didn't realize that. Yeah, I always forget, even though I've got characters with powerhouse. So I went full on into powerhouse when learning Lethal Zone, like as a way of dealing with ferals. But in the end, I found guns are my go-to. Guns and fire. So more than the drop kick, because there's a lot that can go wrong with a drop kick, especially in a high target environment, target-rich environment where, you know, there's just hundreds of zombies around. Oh, not hundreds, but you know, loads of zombies around. And this is the place. No, it's just an infestation. These guys will do extra damage to my vehicle, so I've got to be careful. Whoops, didn't even see him. I'm a bit lost. Where are we? Uh-oh. Back we go. Is this the play cart? Here it is.
That won't work.
Ah, the misgrab. Curse you. And all the halflings.
Sure stinks in here.
Gotta finish that one off. I got this.
I hope so. 'Cause it's looking pretty meaty. Time to go.
Fire in the hole.
Doesn't sound suppressed, does it? Might have grabbed the wrong one. Ah, we just got bit again. My grabs aren't working.
Yeah, better cool it with the plate. Down to the last one. Only one left.
Where is he? In the rocks, behind the rock. Jeepers, they are well after me. Alright.
It's hurting. Just gotta keep at it. There's too many infestations out there. It's out of control.
How do they not burn? Are they resistant to fire?
area.
Ow.
Down to the last one. Getting pretty dinged up.
Mission accomplished. Yeah, lucky that feral spawned in the rock, but I was making putting quite a bit of distance between myself and the house, so that I could deal with it with the shotgun. But in the end, I didn't need to. But that's all good. That's all right. Still learning about the game. Are infections something to worry about? I've usually made them a priority. That's actually a really good question. So, are infestations an issue? So, the way infestations work is you'll have a plague heart, like the one that I killed. And if it wakes up, like this guy down here, it will send out infestation hordes to infest buildings and infest your outposts and work their way up towards your base and set these up, which are siege sites. And then when these are all full, the chances of your siege, your threat will increase, and that will increase the chances that you will get hit with a siege. And then all these guys, all these numbers, like there'll be 3 hordes from here, 1 horde from there, 1 horde from there, will converge on your base, wait till they're all there, and then attack at once. So, siege threats can be a real issue, especially early in the game. So, early in the game, if you can take care of those, yes, absolutely. Do not let them siege your base, particularly if you don't have either particularly a lot of good survivors, or you don't have enough weapons for them, or the weapons you have are pretty poor, you know, single shot rifles, crossbows, that sort of thing. Because there's a good chance you could be overrun, and even if you survive, you might get 1 or 2 characters plagued, and if you don't have 2 infirmary beds, you won't be able to save them both. And it also just, again, drains resources, etc. to mitigate them. Infestations are an issue when they're in areas that you're trying to operate in. So here where I've got this infestation highlighted, you'll see it's got a screamer, a feral, and a bloater. That feral will operate in this area, which means that if you're in the Firehouse Tavern and you happen to kick a, you know, fast search and crash, that feral will come for you. If I'm attacking this plague heart, it's a noisy affair, so that will come over. So when you get clusters of infestations around, particularly severity 2s and 3s with juggernauts, then yes, they are a problem. And they're difficult to deal with when they've got those. If you've got a nest of infestations which is kind of blocking you, you probably want to take a step back and actually address that. And, you know, when the sun comes up and you've got good lines of sight, pick the right weapons, pick them fire, and go deal with them on your terms. Don't try and avoid ignoring them when, like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 there, because that's what happened where I got killed down here. I went charging in like nothing's going on, and as I drove through town, the infestations all woke up. All of the ferals and that heard the vehicle and chased after it, and so they converged on my position, and I wasn't ready for it, and so they killed me. So that's where they can be a real problem. The other thing that's quite good about them is they are worth quite a bit of influence when you kill them. So they're about 50. So, you know, if you've got 3 or 4 infestations that you can take out, and you can do it cheaply, you can get like 200 influence plus the stuff that they leave behind. And it gives you a little bit of a bonus to morale as well, or at least doesn't penalize you for morale. So from that side of things, yeah, it's pretty good. They're definitely more meaningful in the game in terms of how they impact on your community and what they mean for what you're trying to do with your various strategies and actions within the game. So from that point of view, yeah, definitely pay attention to what's happening with infestations. You might need to... We should make a toolkit, shouldn't we? You know, you might assess, okay, there's a cluster of infestations down there, but I'm not really planning on going down into that part of town, then, you know, it's not a problem. But, you know, I'm looking at my infestations on this map and my seed sites, and I'm thinking, you know, that is going to be an issue. So I'm going to need to do something about that. More freaks and a harder time. Yes. More freaks, harder time. Oh, and the other thing about infestations is it's quite difficult to see on the map, but wherever a... see these dark pink areas? They denote increased zombie numbers. Zombie density is what they call it. So in around this town here, around here is where you'll get a denser number of zombies, and you'll just get more and more of them, including down here. Infestations, even though they don't show it on the map, they bring their own zombie density too, or at least they used to. See? This one up here, see how it's got this red area around it? That wouldn't normally be there. So, infestations just being around and on the map increase the ambient number of zombies that you will find. Hey, Squirrellock Holmes, how you doing? Great tag. Good to see, man. Welcome to the stream. We're heading back to base to see if we can talk to our community member, and they might say there's a black plague heart, in which case we'll go after it. Yeah, so they're quite... The infestation update didn't please everyone, but it certainly made them a bigger part of the game and a more plausible explanation for what they are and what they do. So from the zombies' point of view, their plague hearts are their defense. You know, that's their defense. You know, these plague hearts which are up and they spawn, but they're tough, they're dangerous, they cry out for help, they summon zombies, all of that sort of thing. The infestations are the offense. So the infestations, you know, that's the other thing about infestations as well, is as well as all the stuff that I've said so far, the other thing they do is they put out their own infestation hordes. So the more infestations on the map and the denser they are packed, if you're operating in an area, there's also a higher chance that there'll just be a wandering horde coming down the road, and they move very, very quickly. Very quickly. So from that side of things, you know, you got to be careful about that too. Just you know, keep in mind how they operate, what they bring to the area, what's in the infestation, and whether you really need to be there. And if you do, you might want to think, do I take out the infestation first before I progress, or do I just do that? So yeah, if you don't have a lot of resources, like if we were going for this plague heart and I had a ton of resources, I probably wouldn't bother with the infestation. I would just, you know, they'll come over here and I'll mop them up as they come over. If I have low resources, I would hit this first, because I know that if I'm low on resources, I'll need all of those to take on the plague heart, and I won't be able to take on the extra ferals and zombies and whatnot, which might come from any other surrounding infestations. So, yeah, particularly if you're low on resources, keep an eye on your infestations. You can also kind of semi-farm them, and they can be, you know, beneficial. So, speaking of infestations, we'll just go take care of one. Every infestation caused by a heart will die off when... Yes, that's a good point. So, yeah, you see these ones here, whether it says Withering Infestation under New Orchard Bar. That's a... That's an example of that infestation will slowly drain in terms of its severity. I do have a suppressor on that. I've seen that screamer. He ran out this way. Nope. Did we get him already? Ah, we did.
A whole lot of nothing here.
And any other freaks which are in the infestation generally will drop loot. Though not in this case. Oh, yep, there we go. There we go. 12 shotgun shells. I wasn't too sure about that at first, because I thought that was a bit of a gimme, but it doesn't really drop anything game-changing. It's just a little bit, you know, 6 shotgun shells, a painkiller, 2 weak painkillers, just kind of something. So it does kind of feel good. All right, sleepy 3 a.m. Wow, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. Get a cell tower first thing on any lethal map. Yeah, use the plague disruptors for sure, especially if you're at the cell tower site. So when you're at a cell tower,
We got an outpost with zombie trouble.
I don't know how. I thought we had outpost defenses on that one. Oh yeah, there we go. Right, did we have someone speak with Flint? We'll see. Okay, here's our chance. Flint, tell me it's a mutated zombies. No plague heart. Yeah, the plague disruptors are pretty cool. So you get them in cell towers. That's a water tower. So not water towers, but these things. The actual North cell tower. And the thing about the cell towers is they've got extended scouting range, so they've got a larger kind of scouting range. And I'm not sure what clean sight lines gives you. They give you signal booster, which means your radio cooldowns are quicker. And you also get the option to, I think there's 2 options you get. One you can use the signal tower to draw zombies to it. And the other thing that I think you can do with it, that I know you can do with it, is put up a plague disruptor, which costs, it's not cheap, costs like 100 to 200 parts, somewhere around there, and I think it's less if you have munitions, maybe? Can't quite remember, but yeah, if you use that, if you trigger that, it lasts for about an hour and a half, or an hour and 3/4, something like that, a long time, and it significantly reduces the chances, or the suppresses the mechanic for waking up plague hearts. So normally you might be able to go into a plague zone and kill maybe, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, call it 12 zombies before the plague zone will wake up, or a screamer will scream twice and the plague heart will wake up. With that thing going, you can kill almost as many zombies as you want. It's actually quite hard to wake up plague hearts. So I've used it on a map like this and taken out 2 or 3 plague hearts with the booster going without waking up any of its surrounding plague hearts. So if you're taking on nested plague hearts, do consider using that, but use it sparingly. Use it sparingly, because it is expensive, for sure. 50 parts on lethal. I think it's a bit more than that, but it depends. You can get a, I think it drops to about 60 parts if you've got munitions or something like that. Yeah, for sure. All right, so we've been going for about 3 hours now, and we haven't got a black plague heart, which is a bit unfortunate. But it's been fun to play around with the curveballs. The continuousness of it is kind of fun. And we could play around with having positive only. That could be quite funny, for sure. But I really do want to take on a black plague heart. So maybe this, about 7 o'clock next Friday Eastern Standard Time, we'll jump back in and we'll see if we can we can get one going. I might even play around with a new community in the PTR, get through those first couple days, and see if we can get the Black Plague Heart to spawn. I don't know. See what we can do. Yeah. Need someone with computers. That's the one. Yes, computers. Not munitions. Yeah, of course computers. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Kadena. Awesome. And thank you everyone for coming in and checking out the stream. Yeah.
We got an outpost with zombie trouble.
How? That was. I thought we.
Don't think that's
Oh, I did the wrong one. I did the wrong one. There we go. Oh well. Zombies are taking over. That's all right. Yeah. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Anyway, cool. Let me know in the comments as well if you're watching this back in the future what you want to see, or you got anything specific that you want me to test out in the Curveball update. I particularly want to see a Black Plague Heart. That's what I'm dying to take on. But apart from that, yeah, cool. Hey, thanks so much everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thanks so much for all the chats and engagement. That's been awesome talking with you guys, and for testing this out. And who knew? I died. It can happen. Listen to him. How conceited. What an arrogant bastard. All right. Thank you so much. I hope to catch you for the next video. Ka kite. Bye for now.